That's incorrect. It's Lake Willoughby. What 3 states border Vermont?
New York, Massachusetts, New Hampshire.
That is correct. Which of the following is not a Vermont city? Burlington, Essex, or St. Albans?
St. Albans.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Essex. Which river forms Vermont's eastern border with New Hampshire?
The Connecticut River.
That is correct. You're hiking the Long Trail. Which of the following peaks will you not cross? Ascutney, Pico, or Jay Peak?
Can you repeat?
You are hiking the Long Trail. Which of the following peaks will you not cross? Ascutney, Pico, or Jay Peak?
Ascutney.
That's correct. Vermont, at various times in its history, was claimed by New Hampshire and what other state?
New York.
That's correct.
I'm ready.
Vermont has 3 official state rocks. Name one of them.
Slate.
That's correct. The other 2 are marble and granite. The Charlotte whale fossil is proof that Vermont was once bordered by what sea?
Can you repeat that?
The Charlotte whale fossil is proof that Vermont was once bordered by what sea?
The Atlantic.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Champlain Sea. Vermont currently has 3 U.S. interstate highways. Name 2 of them.
81 and 91.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's 89, 91, and 93. What scenic notch in the Green Mountains is known for fall foliage and the occasional 18-wheeler truck getting stuck in its tight curves?
Oh, God.
It's okay.
Wait. Oh, jeez. This is... Okay. This is so stressful.
Take a deep breath. You're okay.
Oh, God.
Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
What scenic notch in the Green Mountains is known for fall foliage and the occasional 18-wheeler truck getting stuck in its tight curves?
Oh, God. Okay, wait. I don't know this. Wait. Oh, God. Yeah, I can't.
It's okay. All right. I'm sorry. The correct answer is Smuggler's Notch. What agricultural product is Vermont famous for?
Cheese.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Maple syrup. Can you bring the mic down to the first person in this row? Okay, all set? All right, row 2. Name a Vermont city that also has a town of the same name.
Essex.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's either Newport, St. Albans, Barry, or Rutland. Mount Mansfield and 4 other Vermont summits are over 4,000 feet above sea level. Name one of the other summits.
Jay Peak.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Camel's Hump, Mount Ellen, Killington Mountain, or Mount Abraham. Name one of the 2 Native American groups known to have continuously inhabited Vermont for the past few thousand years.
Can you repeat that?
Name one of the 2 Native American groups known to have continuously inhabited Vermont for the past few thousand years.
I'm not sure.
Okay, sorry. It's Abenaki or Iroquois. What Vermont town is known as the granite capital of the world?
Montpelier.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Barrie. What is Vermont's state flower?
Red clover.
That's correct. True or false? At one time, Vermont was its own country called the Vermont Union.
True.
That's correct. We had our own post office, currency, constitution, and president until 1791. What famous patriot led the Green Mountain Boys?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What famous patriot led the Green Mountain Boys?
Ethan Allen.
That's correct. True or false? Vermont's state capitol building is one of 11 in the U.S. to have a gold dome.
True.
That's correct. What is Vermont's state nickname?
The Green Mountain State.
That's correct. What year did Vermont become the 14th state of the United States?
1791.
That's correct. Within 5%, what percentage of Vermont is forested?
$70.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The exact answer is 78. Thanks. Okay, this is round 2 and row 3. True or false? The White Mountains of New Hampshire are part of the Appalachian Mountain Range.
False.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's true. Which 6 states make up New England?
Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island.
That's correct. What is the most populous city in New England?
Can you repeat that, please?
What is the most populous city in New England?
Hartford, Connecticut.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's Boston, Massachusetts. True or false? Mount Equinox is part of the Green Mountain Range.
True.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's false. It's part of the Taconic Mountain. What national park is located on the coast of Maine?
Sorry, I don't know.
Okay. The correct answer is Acadia National Park. What town is the first to vote in every New Hampshire election? Manchester, Dixville Notch, or Concord?
Concord.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Dixville Notch. Long Island Sound touches which New England state? Maine, Connecticut, or Massachusetts?
Maine.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Connecticut. Which New England state was the last to become a United States state?
Rhode Island.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Maine is the answer. Which of the following is a nickname for the state of Rhode Island? The teeny tiny state, the ocean state, or the swifty state?
Ocean State.
That's correct. What island off the coast of Massachusetts is a popular summer destination and was the primary location for filming of the movie Jaws?
Long Island.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's Martha's Vineyard. What is the official nickname for New Hampshire?
I don't know.
It's the Granite State. Okay, you can stand up. Okay, fourth row. True or false? Though Massachusetts is considered a state, it is actually a commonwealth.
False.
I'm sorry, the answer is true. In which state does the Freiburg Fair take place?
Can you repeat that?
In which state does the Freiburg Fair take place?
New Hampshire.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's Maine. True or false? The state flower of Maine is the white pine cone and tassel.
True.
That's correct. What mountain range is a sub-range of the Appalachian Mountains and runs along western Massachusetts and Connecticut?
Green Mountains.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's the Berkshires. In which state does the Big E Fair take place?
Can you repeat that?
In which state does the Big E Fair take place?
Massachusetts.
That's correct. Instead of you answering, can you hand it to the one that's waving to you in the first row? And then it's going to come back to you. Go ahead and wave to him so he knows. Which team is the one that has only 3?
A bunch of teams.
How come they skipped the chair?
Yeah, both of us. Over there.
Yeah, right there. Can you stand up so he knows who you are? Your team only has 3, right? Okay, so you're going to answer this fourth question. And then it goes back to the man in the gray sweatshirt, okay? All right. What question am I on? Hold on. 6? Okay. Which of the following is the largest city in Maine? Brunswick, Portland, or Fort Kent?
Portland?
That's correct. There you go. What is the state flower of Rhode Island?
Is it a lily?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's the common blue violet. There you go. What is the nickname for Connecticut?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I don't know.
Okay, it's the Constitution State. That's it. What is the name of the largest lake that is located entirely in New England?
Willoughby.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Moosehead Lake, Maine. True or false? Narragansett Bay is the largest bay in Rhode Island.
That is true.
That's correct. What fruit is New England known for?
Raspberries?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's apples. Okay, can you stand up so he knows who to pass the mic to? Can you bring it up here, the mic? Right, round 3, right to her. There you go, thank you. Okay, this whole row, I will be asking you about capitals, country capitals, for the whole row, okay? You don't need any papers. You can put your papers down if you have a paper. You don't need a map. Just put it down. Yep. Everybody put your papers down in the first row. There you go. Thank you. All right. What is the capital of Argentina?
I don't know.
Buenos Aires. What is the capital of Australia?
Can you repeat that?
The capital of Australia.
Is it Melbourne?
Excuse me, what did you say?
Is it Melbourne?
No, I'm sorry, it's Canberra. What's the capital of Brazil?
Brasilia.
That's correct. Capital of Canada?
Quebec.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Ottawa. Capital of China?
Beijing.
That's correct. Capital of Egypt?
Cairo.
Correct.
I'm ready.
Capital of France?
If I had time for every time I heard that question, I'd have one time. It's just weird. But it's Paris.
That's correct. Capital of Germany?
Berlin.
That's correct. The capital of India?
I don't know.
The answer is New Delhi. The capital of Italy?
Rome?
That's correct. The capital of Japan?
Is it Hong Kong?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Tokyo. Okay, for this row, it's the same thing. It's capitals, and you don't need any papers. The capital of Kenya?
I don't know.
Nairobi. The capital of Mexico?
Mexico City.
That's correct. The capital of Nepal?
I'm not sure.
Kathmandu. The capital of New Zealand?
I don't know.
Wellington. The capital of Nigeria?
I do not know.
Okay, Abuja. The capital of Russia?
Moscow?
That's correct. The capital of Saudi Arabia?
I'm not sure.
Riyadh. The capital of South Africa?
Cape Town.
Excuse me, what did you say?
Cape Town.
That's correct. The capital of Spain?
Madrid.
Correct. The capital of Thailand?
I don't know.
The answer is Bangkok. The capital of United Kingdom.
London.
Correct. Okay, if you just stay where you are just for a second, we're going to take a break in a minute. You can go ahead and go back. But the judges are going to let you know the score so far. And then remember, the break is really short, so if you have to go to the bathroom, go first thing. Okay, so hold on 1 minute. Your judges may also decide that an alternate comes into your team, so your judge will talk to your team captain will talk to you if that's the case. Okay, if I can read Miss Brandy's writing. Smith Elementary, 0 points. Danville, 6. Mid Vermont Christian, 4. Miller's Run, 2. Milton Middle, 8. Richford, 10. Shelburne, 6. St. Albans, 6. St. Johnsbury, 6. U32, 6. Williston, 2. So if there's any alternates coming on, can we do that now for coaches? Before anybody gets up, just talk to your coach. Remember, it's just a quick couple minutes break, so don't disappear. Remember that parents cannot communicate with the kids during the bee. I know it's tempting. I'm a parent to give like a thumbs up, but just try to wait till the end of the round for that stuff. Also, remember not to whisper. I heard one whisper at one point, the right answer to your friend that's sitting near you, even if it's on the other side of the stage, okay? Just don't say a word. You can do it afterwards, but not during the round. Okay, everybody set? Round 4, right? Okay. For this round, the first row is going to need their maps. And if you can open it to map 1. Some of you will be very excited about this. Okay. Oh, we also have a couple substitutions. Josie's in for Amelia, and Lena, I think it is in for Ian. Is that right? At Smith School? Okay. Thank you. You can go ahead and stand up, Josie. Yep. Do you have the microphone?
Oh, it should be row 3.
It should be row 3. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. All right. Isley? Okay, a couple more alternates. Anika, I think it is in for Isley for Williston. Elizabeth is in for Josiah. And for Mid-Vermont, Oliver's in for Sebastian. Do I have all that correct? Okay. All right, who's in for who? Okay. I'm going to stand up. Okay. We're on round 4, row 3. So I messed up. So you guys in this row can all put your maps away. I'm sorry. And the third row can all get your maps out. Go ahead and put it on the floor. There you go. Okay, and you guys all have your maps out? Okay. So it's going to be map 1. This is on Asia, and you have to identify the country when I say the number. Do you see the numbers on your map? Okay. So for the first one, country number 40, what country is it? What's the name of it?
Spain.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Turkey. Country number 26.
I'm not sure.
Okay, the correct answer is Iran. Country number 25.
I'm not sure.
Okay, the correct answer is Afghanistan. Country number 4.
South Korea.
That's correct. Country number 12.
Laos.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Thailand. Country number 15.
Laos.
That's correct. Country number 6.
The Philippines?
That's correct. Country number 28. I didn't hear what you said. You don't know? No. You don't know. Kuwait. What? Kuwait. Country number 18.
Sri Lanka.
Say it again.
Sri Lanka.
That's correct. Country number, whoops, ready? Country number 2.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, thank you for repeating. Mongolia. Country number 24.
I don't know.
Okay, the correct answer is Pakistan. Okay, so that row that we just did can put your maps on the floor, and the next row can get your maps up. And turn to map 2. All right, I'm sorry, my page was flipped. You actually don't need your maps for this one. I know everybody likes the maps. I did number them, I just didn't look at the number. Okay, you ready? Which country has the largest population in Asia?
India.
Sorry, that's incorrect. China. In which of the following countries would you find the Taj Mahal? Vietnam, Mongolia, or India?
Can you repeat that, please?
Which of the following countries would you find the Taj Mahal? Vietnam, Mongolia, or India?
Vietnam.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's India. What is the highest mountain in Asia?
Kilimanjaro.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Mount Everest. Which Asian country is made up of over 7,000 islands?
The Philippines.
That's correct. In which of the following countries would you find Lake Baikal? Bangladesh, Pakistan, or Russia?
Can you repeat that?
In which of the following countries would you find Lake Baikal? Bangladesh, Pakistan, or Russia?
Russia.
That's correct. Goes to the second one, doesn't it now? You answered it last time for your team, right?
Yeah.
So it goes right behind you. Same team, the second row. Yep. There you go.
All right.
Okay. Question 6. Right? Okay. True or false? Russia has 11 time zones.
True.
That's correct. Then it goes in the back row. There you go. What country is known as the land of the rising sun?
Taiwan.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Japan. There you go. Okay. True or false? China produces the most hydroelectricity in the world.
True.
That's correct. In which Asian country would you find the Gardens by the Bay, an urban park that spans over 200 acres?
Could you repeat that?
Yes. In which Asian country would you find the Gardens by the Bay, an urban park that spans over 200 acres?
I'm sorry, I do not know.
The answer is Singapore. True or false? Bangladesh used to be known as East Pakistan until 1971.
That's true.
That's correct. What body of water separates Saudi Arabia from Africa?
The Black Sea?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The Red Sea. All right. I think I'm right this time. Get your maps out again. This is map 2. All right. All right, you're on map 2, and I'm going to have you identify the country by the number assigned to it. So I'll say a number, and you tell me what country it is. Country number 5.
I don't know.
The answer is Belize. Country number 7.
Honduras.
That's correct. Country number 10.
Panama?
That's correct. Country number 14.
The Dominican Republic.
That's correct. Country number 3.
Mexico.
That's correct. Country number 12.
Jamaica.
That's correct. Country number 11.
Oh, Cuba.
That's correct. Country number 4.
Guatemala?
That's correct. Country number 6.
I don't know.
The correct answer is El Salvador. Country number 9.
Costa Rica.
That's correct. Country number 13.
I don't know.
It's Haiti. All right, the first row can put your maps on the floor.
Wait, do I need my map?
You don't need it. Nope. Ready? Which of the following countries is known as the land of lakes and volcanoes? Belize, Nicaragua, or Panama?
Panama?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Nicaragua. Canada has the longest coastline in the world. True or false?
False.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. True. This is true or false. The Rocky Mountains is the longest mountain range in Canada.
False.
I'm sorry, that's true. Which of the Great Lakes is the largest based on surface area? Lake Superior, Lake Erie, or Lake Ontario?
Lake Erie.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Lake Superior. What is the name of the bay that forms a large inland sea in northeastern Canada?
Can you repeat the question?
What is the name of the bay that forms a large inland sea in northeastern Canada?
Sorry, I don't know.
The correct answer is Hudson Bay. True or false? Canada is geographically the largest country in the world.
False.
That's correct. It's the second largest. Russia is the largest. Which Canadian province is known for its French-speaking majority?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Which Canadian province is known for its French-speaking majority?
Montreal.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Quebec. Which of the following countries is known for its famous canal connecting the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans? El
Panama.
Salvador, Guatemala, or Panama?
Panama.
That's correct. You're faster than me. What mountain range runs through the central Mexico? The Alps, the Sierra Madre, or the Rocky Mountains?
Could you repeat the question?
What mountain range runs through central Mexico? The Alps, the Sierra Madre, or the Rocky Mountains?
The Sierra Madre.
That's correct. What Central American country is known for having no standing army?
Costa Rica.
That's correct. What ancient civilization built cities like Tikal in Guatemala and Copan in Honduras?
The Maya.
That's correct. South Africa has 3 capital cities. Name one of those cities.
I don't know.
Okay, it's Cape Town, Pretoria, or Bloemfontein. What is the longest river in Africa?
The Nile.
That's correct. Which of the following countries has the most ancient pyramids? Egypt, Sudan, or Nigeria?
Sudan.
That's correct. True or false? Uganda is known as the Pearl of Africa.
True.
That's correct. What is the name of the largest waterfall in Africa, which is located on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe?
Don't know.
The answer is Victoria Falls. Which of the following mountains is the highest mountain in Africa? Mount Kenya, Mount Elgon, or Mount Kilimanjaro?
Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya.
What did he say? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Mount Kilimanjaro. True or false? Lake Tanganyika is the deepest lake in Africa.
True.
That's correct. What narrow waterway separates Africa from Asia? The Panama Canal, the Suez Canal, or the Erie Canal?
Can you repeat that?
Hold on a minute. What narrow waterway separates Africa from Asia? The Panama Canal, the Suez Canal, or the Erie Canal?
The Erie Canal.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The Suez Canal. What mountain range is located in North Africa?
I do not know.
Okay, the answer is the Atlas Mountains. True or false? Madagascar is the 4th largest island in the world.
True.
That's correct. What is the largest desert located in Africa?
The Sahara?
That's correct. All right, here we go. You need your maps. This one's going to be map 3. And when it's your turn, you'll identify the country by the number. What's that? Okay. Country number 12.
I don't know.
Kenya. Country number 25.
Saudi Arabia.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's South Africa. Country number 10.
Nairobi.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Somalia. Country number 6.
I don't know.
Did he say I don't know? The correct answer is Sudan. Country number 2.
Algeria.
That's correct. Country number 4.
Egypt.
What'd you say, Egypt?
Egypt.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Libya. Country number 1.
Sudan.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Morocco. Country number 38. Can the other team members turn around and face forward in your team? Boys, can you turn around? There you go. You know which number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know.
The answer is Chad. Country number 22.
I do not know.
Zimbabwe. Country number 8.
Ethiopia.
That's correct. Country number 32.
I don't know.
The answer is Congo. No, you don't need the map. No maps for this one. Oh. That's the end of round 6, so they're going to tabulate, so you don't go yet. Sorry. On a roll. So substitutions should be made now. Everybody look up and stop talking, please. All right, turn around and everybody look up. There you go. All right, here's the scores. Okay, there's actually been a change in Smith, and Smith has 2, and that apparently one of the answers was wrong, so you got 2 points. Danville has 10, Mid-Vermont has 8, Millers has 10, Milton has 14, Richford has 18, Shelburne has 12, St. Albans has 12, St. Johnsbury has 10, U32 has 16, and Williston has 6. Great job. Now we have a bunch of substitutions, and hopefully I'll pronounce the names mostly correct. For Smith, it's Amelia in for Trevor. U32, Elliot in for Ursula. Remember, no talking right now, please. St. Johnsbury, Warren in for Lewis. Emmer in for Patrick. Williston, Isley in for Declan. Shelburne, Johnny for Jack. Sebastian. And I can't read my own writing. Is it Oliver? Are new to come in. Is that Mid-Vermont? Okay. And I think that's it. Okay, everybody ready? All right, we're round 7? Okay. And who's got the mic? You do? Okay, everybody take a deep breath, and we'll do 3 more rounds, and then we'll have another break. Okay, you don't need your maps at all for this row. These are geographic terms. A circular coral reef that encloses a shallow lagoon, backshore, atoll, or ablation.
What? Can you repeat that?
A circular coral reef that encloses a shallow lagoon, backshore, atoll, or ablation.
Backshore?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Atoll is the correct term. These are all multiple choice in this row, too. The study of the interrelationships between life forms and their environment. Ecology, geomorphology, or meteorology.
Can you repeat that?
The study of the interrelationships between life forms and their environment. Ecology, geomorphology, or meteorology.
Geomorphology.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Ecology. The solid rock that underlies all soil or other loose material. The rock material eventually breaks down to form soil. Chinook, bedrock, or confluence.
Chinook?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Bedrock. Imaginary line of 0-degree longitude. It was established at the Greenwich Observatory near London. Prime meridian, periphery.
Prime meridian.
You want to hear all the answers first?
Sure.
Okay, let me start again. Imaginary line of 0-degree longitude. It was established at the Greenwich Observatory near London. Prime meridian, periphery, or Roche Moutonnet.
Prime meridian.
Sorry, yes, that's correct.
Oh my God.
All right, a large persistent body of ice that moves slowly under its own weight and the influence of gravity. Iceberg, glacier, or landslide.
Glacier?
That's correct. A landform typically shaped like a triangle that forms where a river flows into a larger body of water.
Delta.
Sure, that's correct.
I'll try.
The exact spot of a longitude and latitude location. Rotation of movement, absolute location, or vertical transplant.
Wait, can you repeat, please?
The exact spot of a longitude and latitude location. Rotational movement, absolute location, or vertical transplant.
Rotational movement?
I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Absolute location.
Oh, well.
A depression or a dip in the Earth's surface where water typically accumulates. Aquifer, lake, or basin.
Basin?
That's correct. The fracture in a rock formation where there has been movement and displacement. Plate, fault, or refraction.
Can you repeat that?
The fracture in a rock formation where there has been movement and displacement. Plate, fault, or refraction.
Refraction?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Fault. A narrow coastal valley with steep sides formed by the actions of a glacier. Tephra, tor, or fjord.
Tephra?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Fjord. An imaginary line around the middle of the Earth, dividing it into northern and southern hemispheres. Latitude, equator, or longitude.
Equator.
That's correct. Okay, a small shallow body of water between a barrier island or a coral reef and the mainland. Also a small body of water surrounded by an atoll. Levee, gully, or lagoon.
Gully?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Lagoon. The amount of water vapor in the air. Humidity, dew, or turbidity.
Humidity.
That's correct. The high altitude, high speed air current in the tropopause or troposphere. Jet stream, drift, or ozone.
Jet stream.
Correct. A large elevated area of flat or gently rolling land, typically higher than the surrounding terrain. Hill, plateau, or valley.
Plateau?
That's correct. A map which shows points of elevation as a line. Isopleth map, contour map, or demographic map.
Demographic map.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Contour map. A flat, low-lying area near a river or stream that is prone to flooding. Estuary, floodplain, or tributary.
Floodplain.
That's correct. A periodic cooling of the ocean waters in the Pacific Ocean, which affects global weather patterns. La Nina, Chinook, or Chaparral.
Chinook.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. La Nina. Physical wearing and grinding of a surface through friction and impact by material carried in air, water, and ice. Ablation, abrasion, or accretion.
Could you repeat that, please?
Physical wearing and grinding of a surface through friction and impact by material carried in air, water, and ice. Ablation, abrasion, or accretion.
Repression.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Abrasion.
All right.
A piece of land that is almost entirely surrounded by water, but is connected to a larger landmass by a narrow strip of land. Island, strait, or peninsula.
Peninsula.
That's correct. The scientific study of the atmosphere. Meteorology, physiography, or topography.
Meteorology.
That's correct. A low, elongated depression in the Earth's surface, typically found between hills or mountains. Gulf, basin, or valley.
Valley.
That's correct. Okay. All right, this is true or false. A bayou is a slow-moving stream or a marshy lake.
False.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's true. Utah and Arizona share this large lake, which is also home to the Glen Canyon Dam, the Great Salt Lake, Lake Powell, or Lake Mead.
The Great Salt Lake.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Lake Powell. True or false? A rill is a body of water formed by a spring.
Can you repeat that, please?
A rill is a body of water formed by a spring.
True.
Sorry, it's false. A rill is a shallow channel of running water that can be either natural or man-made. New Orleans is located on the shores of which of the following lakes? Lake Borgne, Lake Salvador, or Lake Pontchartrain?
Could you repeat the answers?
New Orleans is located on the shores of which of the following lakes? Lake Borgne, Lake Salvador, or Lake Pontchartrain?
Lake Salvador.
Sorry, it's Lake Pontchartrain. True or false? A wadi is a dry creek bed or gulch that temporarily fills with water after a heavy rain or does so seasonally.
True.
That's correct. What is the largest ocean on Earth?
Atlantic Ocean.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's the Pacific Ocean. This famous river runs through the European capitals of Vienna, Belgrade, and Bratislava. The Danube, the Loire, or the Rhine?
The Danube?
That's correct. Which of the following is the tallest waterfall in the world? Angel Falls, Victoria Falls, or Mackenzie Falls?
Can you repeat the answers?
Yep. Which of the following is the tallest waterfall in the world? Angel Falls, Victoria Falls, or Mackenzie Falls?
Angel Falls.
That's correct. It's in Venezuela. What lake is shared by the United States and Canada and is the deepest of the Great Lakes?
I don't know.
The answer is Lake Superior. What is the name of the largest lake in Africa?
Lake Victoria.
That's correct. What major river runs through South America and has the largest discharge of water?
I don't know.
The Amazon River. Okay, true or false? It takes 90 days for a drop of water to travel the length of the Mississippi River.
False.
I'm sorry, that's true. What is the deepest ocean trench in the world?
Mariana Trench.
That's true. Correct. This is the tallest waterfall in the United States. Yosemite Falls, Niagara Falls, or Colorado Falls?
Colorado Falls.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Yosemite Falls. What is the smallest ocean in the world?
The Indian Ocean.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The Arctic Ocean. What is the name of the region of water where numerous ships and planes have been reported to have mysteriously disappeared?
The Bermuda Triangle.
That's correct. Which of the following freshwater lakes is the largest by volume in the world? Lake Titicaca, Lake Baikal, or Great Bear Lake?
Lake Titicaca.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Lake Baikal. Which of the following is the largest landlocked body of water in the world? Aral Sea, Great Salt Lake, or Caspian Sea?
Caspian Sea.
That's correct. True or false? The Seine River flows through London, England.
Could you repeat that?
True or false? The Seine River flows through London, England.
False.
That's correct. It flows through Paris, France. Which of the following is the deepest lake in the United States? Lake Tahoe, Lake Chelan, or Crater Lake?
Can you repeat that?
Which of the following is the deepest lake in the United States? Lake Tahoe, Lake Chelan, or Crater Lake?
Lake Tahoe?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Crater Lake. What river forms part of the border between the United States and Mexico?
The Rio Grande.
That's correct. A partially enclosed coastal body of water where fresh water from rivers mixes with ocean water is called a watershed, a gulf, or an estuary.
A gulf.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Estuary. Okay. What mountain range lies between France and Spain?
The Pyrenees.
That's correct. You got it. Yep. Okay. The 14 mountains known as the 8,000ers, which are mountains 8,000 meters or higher above sea level, are all located in which mountain range?
The Himalayas.
That's correct. True or false? The largest mountain range in North America is the Rocky Mountains.
True.
That's correct. What is the second largest mountain range in North America?
The Appalachian Mountains.
That's correct. True or false? The largest desert in Australia is the Great Victoria Desert.
True.
That's correct. There are 100 mountains with heights over 7,200 meters, and they are all found on which continent?
Asia.
That's correct.
Okay, what's the question?
True or false? The McMurdo Dry Valleys in Antarctica is a polar desert that is ice-free.
True.
That's correct. On what continent would you find the Snowy Mountains and their tallest mountain, Mount Kosciuszko?
Could you repeat that?
On what continent would you find the Snowy Mountains and their tallest mountain, Mount Kosciuszko?
Asia?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Australia. True or false? The desert of Maine, located in Freeport, Maine, is a 40-acre expanse of barren glacial sand that was devegetated by poor farming practices in the 19th century.
True.
That's correct. There are 3 main types of mountains. Name one of those types.
Types? Oh, God. Really big mountain.
Good guess. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Volcanic, fold, or block. What is the largest mountain on Earth based on base area and volume? Mauna Loa, Mount Kilimanjaro, or Mont Blanc?
Mount Kilimanjaro.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Mauna Loa. Okay. In which of the following countries would you find the Great Sandy Desert? Australia, New Zealand, or the Philippines?
Australia?
That's correct. True or false? The highest mountain in Africa is Mount Jabal.
False.
That's correct. It's Mount Kilimanjaro. In which of the following countries would you find the Taklamakan Desert? Pakistan, China, or Russia?
Pakistan.
I'm sorry, it's China. In which of the following countries would you find the Thar Desert? Afghanistan, Pakistan, or Iran?
Can you repeat that?
In which of the following countries would you find the Thar Desert? Afghanistan, Pakistan, or Iran?
Ariane?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Pakistan. What is the name of the mountain range that runs along the west coast of South America?
The Andes Mountains.
Say it again.
Andes.
That's correct. What desert covers part of California, Arizona, Nevada, and Utah?
I have no clue.
The answer is Mojave. In which of the following countries would you find the Great Basin Desert? The United States, Canada, or Panama?
Panama.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The United States. What mountain is considered sacred and is the highest mountain located in Japan?
Mount Fuji.
That's correct. What desert covers much of the northern China and southern Mongolia?
Gobi Desert.
That's correct. True or false? The Thar Desert, located in India and Pakistan, is also known as the Great Indian Desert.
False.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's true. True or false? Mount Elbrus is the highest mountain in Europe.
True.
That's correct. Okay, this is the end of round 9, so substitutions can occur now. And we're going to take a couple minutes break, but don't go far. Okay, here's the scores. Smith has 6 points, Danville 18, Mid Vermont 12, Miller's Run 16, Milton 24, Richford 24, Shelburne 18, St. Albans 20, St. Johnsbury 16, U32 22, Williston 12. Okay, substitutions. Miller's Run, Lucas and Warren are new. St. J, Lewis is in for Florence. U32, Ursula's in for Maxwell. Shelburne, Jack for Johnny and Olivia for Charlotte. And Smith, Ian, and Trevor are new. Okay, round 10. Where are we? Who's got the mic? You do? Okay. This is on Australia and New Zealand. Ready? Okay. Australia has 8 territories. Which one of them is an island? Queensland, New Caledonia, or Tasmania?
Queensland.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's Tasmania. The most populated territory of Australia is New South Wales, Queensland, or South Australia?
Could you repeat that, please?
The most populated territory of Australia is New South Wales, Queensland, or South Australia?
Queensland.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. New South Wales. The Great Barrier Reef is located along the coastline of which Australian territory? Northern Territory, Victoria, or Queensland?
Can you repeat the question, please?
The Great Barrier Reef is located along the coastline of which Australian territory? Northern Territory, Victoria, or Queensland?
Northern Territory.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Queensland. The smallest geographic territory in Australia is Victoria, Northern Territory, or Australian Capital Territory?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, the smallest geographic territory in Australia is Victoria, Northern Territory, or Australian Capital Territory?
Victoria.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Australian Capital Territory. True or false? The largest monolithic sandstone rock in Australia was formerly called Ayers Rock and is now called Uluru.
True.
That's correct. Australia is considered to be the lowest, flattest, and oldest continent in the world.
True.
That's correct. What is the capital of Australia? Darwin, Brisbane, or Canberra?
Canberra.
That's correct. The largest Australian city known for its famous opera house is Sydney, Perth, or Melbourne?
Sydney.
That's correct. What is the common name used for the unpopulated and arid areas that comprise Australia's interior and remote coasts?
The Outbacks.
Say it again.
The Outbacks.
That's correct. The Australian city located in Port Phillip Bay is Fremantle, Melbourne, or Newcastle?
Melbourne.
That's correct. True or false? Australia is the only country in the world that covers an entire continent.
True.
That's correct. The North and South Islands of New Zealand are separated by what body of water? Cook Strait, Canterbury Bight, or Hawke Bay?
Cook Strait.
That's correct. In addition to English, New Zealand's predominant language is Spanish, Maori, or French.
French.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Maori. The capital of New Zealand is Christchurch, Auckland, or Wellington.
Wellington.
That's correct. True or false? The largest city in New Zealand is Auckland.
Can you repeat the question?
True or false? The largest city in New Zealand is Auckland.
True.
That's correct. In addition to the Pacific Ocean, what body of water helps separate New Zealand from Australia?
The Southern Ocean?
Do you want to hear the answers first or no?
Yeah.
Okay, let me say it again. In addition to the Pacific Ocean, what body of water helps separate New Zealand from Australia? Coral Sea, Timor Sea, or Tasman Sea?
The Coral Sea?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's Tasman Sea. True or false? New Zealand is responsible for providing 50% of the world's supply of sheep meat.
True.
That's correct. What is the name of the tallest mountain in New Zealand?
Mount New Zealand.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Aoraki or Mount Cook? Two main islands make up New Zealand. Name one of them.
Could you say that again, please?
Say it again.
Yes, please.
Want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
Two main islands make up New Zealand. Name one of them.
North Island.
Say it again.
North Island.
That's correct. It goes to the back, doesn't it? Thanks. Which country is located further south, Australia or New Zealand?
New Zealand.
That's correct. True or false? The Taupo volcanic zone is a volcanic area on the North Island of New Zealand.
False.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's true. What popular fantasy movie series was filmed primarily in New Zealand, utilizing its various natural...
Lord of the Rings.
You're right. That's correct. Okay, you'll need your maps. Map 4. Round 11, right? Okay. Okay, this is to identify the country by the number. So I'll say the number and you say the country. Can you stand up? Country number 8.
Argentina.
That's correct. Country number 7.
Uruguay.
That's correct. Country number 11.
Peru.
That's correct. Country number 5.
Oh, Brazil.
That's correct. Country number 1.
Colombia.
That's correct. Country number 12.
Ecuador.
That's correct. Country number 9.
Oh, Chile.
That's correct.
Has stands to Fortnite.
Country number 10.
Bolivia.
That's correct. Country number 6.
Venezuela.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Paraguay. Country number 2.
Peru.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Venezuela. Country number 3.
don't know.
Guyana. Okay, you ready? You don't need your maps. Okay, true or false? The smallest country in South America based on land size is Suriname.
False.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's true. Which South American country is known for its carnival celebrations, including those in Rio de Janeiro?
I don't know.
The answer is Brazil. South America has 2 countries with no ocean or sea borders. Name one of those countries.
Paraguay.
That's correct. The other is Bolivia. True or false? Torres del Paine National Park is located in Chile.
True.
That's correct. What ancient civilization lived in the Andes and built Machu Picchu?
The Mayas.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The Inca. What large tropical rainforest is found in South America?
The Amazon rainforest.
That's correct. True or false? Brazil is the only country in South America where Portuguese is the official language.
True.
That's correct. The Rio de la Plata helps serve as a border between Argentina and which country?
Brazil.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Uruguay. Bolivia has 2 official capital cities. Name one of those 2 cities.
Could you repeat the question?
Yes. Bolivia has 2 official capital cities. Name one of those 2 cities.
La Paz.
That's correct. The other is Sucre. True or false? The fertile lowlands known as the Pampas lie in Argentina and Peru.
True.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's false. They lie in Argentina and Uruguay, parts of Brazil. Which waterfall located on the border of Argentina and Brazil is one of the largest waterfalls in the world? Niagara Falls, Iguazu Falls, or Victoria Falls?
Iguazu Falls.
That's correct. All right, round 12. In which of the following countries would you find the Louvre Museum, home to Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting, the Mona Lisa, Greece, Italy, or France?
France.
That's correct. True or false? The Mediterranean Sea is the largest sea in Europe.
True.
That's correct. Which European country is known for its fjords, Vikings, and Aurora Borealis? Finland, Denmark, or Norway?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Which European country is known for its fjords, Vikings, and Aurora Borealis? Finland, Denmark, or Norway?
Norway.
That's correct. True or false? The Danube River is the longest river in Europe.
False.
That's correct. The longest river is the Volga River. The Baltic states are 3 countries located on the eastern side of the Baltic Sea. Which of these countries is not one of the Baltic states? Lithuania, Poland, or Latvia?
Poland.
That's correct. What is the smallest country in Europe based on land area?
Vatican City.
That's correct. True or false? The Rhine River flows through Germany.
False.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. True. What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Can you repeat the question?
What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea?
Australia.
Good guess. Sicily is the correct answer. Sicily. Okay, true or false? The Croatian city of Dubrovnik is often referred to as the Pearl of the Adriatic.
False.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's true. Which European country is known for its tulip fields and windmills? Netherlands, Denmark, or Belgium?
Netherlands.
That's correct. True or false? Vinjufallet, located in Norway, is the tallest waterfall in Europe.
Could you repeat the question?
True or false? Vinjufallet, located in Norway, is the tallest waterfall in Europe.
True.
That's correct. Okay, you need your maps for this row. Turn to map 5. What? Got it? Okay, you'll need to identify the country when I say the number. Country number 21.
I don't know.
The answer is Ukraine. Country number 15.
Paris.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Poland. Country number 30.
Romania.
That's correct. Country number 33.
Italy.
That's correct. Country number 14.
Germany.
That's correct. Country number 39.
39. Spain.
That's correct. Country number 40.
Portugal.
That's correct. Country number 12.
Let me find that. Is that Ireland? Ireland.
That's correct. Country number 11.
Iceland.
Sorry, that's incorrect. United Kingdom. Country number 4.
Sweden.
That's correct. Country number 3.
Norway.
That's correct. That's the end of that round, right? That's the end of the round? Okay, so stay right where you are while the judges add up the scores. Remember that if there's a tiebreaker, we cannot do any substitutions at this point, so just stay there. Okay, I think I'll announce all the scores and leave the winner for last. You'll probably know if I go in the same order and I skip your school that you're the winner. But if you can wait and clap at the end so everybody gets a round of applause, okay? Okay. Smith has a total of 12 points. Danville, 22. Mid Vermont Christian School, 22. Miller's Run, 26. Milton, 32. Shelburne, 26. St. Albans, 28. St. Johnsbury, 22. U32, 28. Williston, 22. And the winner of this year's GOB is Richford Junior High. And they have 36.
Richford, come on up and get your trophy. The rest of you, please stay seated for a moment. All right, we have certificates for...
Questions were super hard, too. I bet a lot of adults couldn't answer the questions that you guys answered, so great job.
Thank you.